This is the Brooks Caldera 7. It's Brooks' maximal cushioned trail running shoe. We're going to break down its performance, its stability, the lockdown of the upper and the fit in this review, and we're going to compare it to some of the other models that are similar to this in the Brooks range, as well as discussing how some of the features might influence the mechanics of your feet. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the cushioning. So there's 39mm of cushion in the rear foot, and you've got 33mm of cushion in the forefoot, giving you a 6mm drop. It comes in around 300 grams, which is lighter than the previous model, despite packing in all that extra cushioning. Now, in a lot of shoes that have maximal cushioning, what we often talk about is that it increases the amount of instability in the shoe, and Brooks have counteracted that in a couple of ways. So one is they've placed these really big sidewalls both around between the heel and the midfoot, and between the midfoot and the forefoot, both on the inner side and on the outer side, and these come up and they have to cradle your foot so it doesn't slip from side to side as you move on tricky terrain or if you're going downhill. They've also got multi-directional 4mm lugs in their Trail Tack green outsole, so that's made up of 25% recycled materials, and that gives you extra stability on what we'd call easier to moderate trails. It doesn't do as well on wet rocks as some other shoes, but it definitely can tolerate moderate technical runs. Then in the upper we've got Brooks' TPE upper with engineered mesh. It's got a little bit of protective layer around the toe box with a little bit of rigidity to try and protect your toes, but I mean, if you hit something hard, it's not going to do a huge amount of benefit. It's got nice thin laces with a nice lockdown on a padded tongue that's gusseted, and it's got a nice little piece for you to put your laces through to help tie them down. It's got moderate padding around the heel cup, and it's got nice stability on the heel counter. It's also got a nice little gaiter attachment so that you can attach that, and that flips over the top and attaches onto the bottom aspect of the bottom lace. So overall you've got a nice roomy upper. The lockdown makes sure, and the sidewalls make sure your foot doesn't slip on the shoe when you're going downhill or when you're changing directions on muddy trails. It's got mild protection via the overlay, and it's got that nice gaiter attachment. What we'd say about this is it's a perfect shoe for a cruiser long distances. Due to the max cushioning in the shoe, they've reduced the weight a little bit so that you don't feel it as much on those longer distances, 50 to 100k plus. So a bit of an excellent all-rounder as far as it goes in terms of max cushioning. You get that extra cushioning in there, but you don't lose the stability that you might find in other shoes. Just a note to keep in mind, when you do have extra cushioning underneath a shoe, it can make your stabilizer muscles work a little bit harder, like your peroneals and your posterior tibial tendonitis. So if you have any issues with that in the past, it's important to keep in mind that sometimes a lower drop shoe or lower stack shoe works better in terms of giving you more stability. As it's got loads of space in the toe box, should be no issues if you got any metatarsalgia, Morton's neuroma or bunion pain. Overall, an excellent shoe. If you've got any questions on it, please leave it in the comment section below, and if you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel for more regular reviews.